This is Mo. Got a customer's mower here that cuts off when you put the blades in gear, and got 900 wires on it. All kind of switches for these. Got a safety switch under the seat, and I'm just going to be chasing around on it. But this is not a do as I do. This is just give you an idea. If you run into the same situation, you might can figure out something. If not, go to a professional and get them to help you out, because I'm far from that. But I'm going to keep you posted as we go, see if we can figure out what's wrong with this thing. All right, here's the situation. When you put it in gear, or the blade's in gear, the mower shuts off. Got power to the PTO switch. I've shortcutted the safety seat under the switch under the seat, so that that won't be a fault. But now I'm going to try. I don't have any power back to the clutch, which means something's killing the power in between there and the clutch. So I'm going to do some hunting and I'll get back with you. All right. Ground. I'm thinking that's the ground. I'll check it to see. That's the ground. Ground. Got a cranks up and shuts off. Got a primer bulb. You're supposed to pump it 2 or 3 times. Let's see what it'll do. We know we got a fuel problem. Let's get it on the bench. Let's see, it's just jumping around. I think that one's had a problem. How about that? There we go. And that one's a different size. Yeah. Got two different size boats. It's all right. All right. Got a nice plastic carburetor, and it's got fuel in it. So let me get something to catch the fuel in it, because it probably ain't no good. First thing I want to do is drain the gas out of it. Plastic, all plastic. There he went. Okay. Remind me on the video that I disconnect the spark plug. I don't want it to accidentally crank up by itself and drive off, and I'll be wondering where it went. Let's see. I think that's held on just by imagination. Yeah. All right. There's your plastic carburetor. Let's see if we can get that apart now. Well, let me see if I can figure out how to crack into this baby. There we go. It's got a little gas in it. Now it just pops up out of there. You try real hard, you can lose that pin right there, and you can go on about your day. That might be one part of the problem. That needle valve doesn't act like it was in that thing. Maybe was. All right, this is supposed to fry out. Got to remember, this goes to the left from your inlet tube. This is supposed to come out just like that. What's usually stopped up on these is right here. That's supposed to come off. I may have to get some pliers on it. This is supposed to come off. We'll see. Come on. You know you want to. There we go. That comes off. You know them emulsion tube I talked about? See that? They're stopped up. I'm gonna get me some wire and run down there and clean them out. If you don't have a, which I don't apparently, a welding tip cleaner, you can make whatever size you want out of a piece of wire. You want to shove it through there. Gotta clean those out. I think it needs to be a little thicker. Well, there we go. I think that top one is the main one that stopped up. So I'm going to have to get a skinny wire for that. Let's see what it does if you give it a little. Oh, there's some trash on it. Probably off my mitts. Yeah, that looked pretty good. Let's see. Now that goes back on like something. Maybe like this. No. 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 Here, let me see. I don't know if you can see down in there or not. Let me wrench it out. Might have got it that time. Okay. That goes back together, supposed to, like that. See if I can break it. Let me get my air. Try not to go full force with these. Liable to blow something across the field out there and never see it again. All right. Give this a washing out. This is real good on any cuts that you may have. Feels pretty good. Now it looks pretty clean. We're gonna give it a little dusting. Wait just a minute here. Let me see what that is down in there. Let me get a little bit better string. I think that one hole right there is clogged up. It's supposed to. Let's give this a little dusting off, see. Hey, it's running. It's running all by itself. Two pieces are still on the throat of your engine where the carburetor goes. If these are still, all right, this needs to be seated down in there, and this goes in behind it, locks it in. So I'm gonna clean that up and put it back in there. Okay, I think that's called good. You put a little double D40 on this. Let's see. I told you without facing that way, this had to go to the left, just like that. It's got an O-ring that's got to fit down in there. Let me put a little slickum on it. Come on in there, bud. If this won't go back in, see that thing right there? It will go in too far. Watch. See it down in there? That's going to stop it from going in. So you got to push it back out of the way. Yeah, you can't see me pushing it back out of the way. Well, you see it's pushed out of the way. So now it'll go in. Put a little WD-40 on the O-rings and pop right back in. And take a good look at your needle valve. Tip of it looks pretty good. It fits right up in there like that, hangs there, and goes right in there. You had to make sure it went down in there, and it did. Put that back in there. And snap that back in. Now, that float should fall and do like that. That's what cuts off the gas. Then push that white thing back in there. Maybe it went on this side, I don't know. Nope. Got that background noise going, that's good. That white thing in there has got a hole in the top of it. If you don't have it lined up there, this will not go back in there. And this holds it in, so gotta get it just right. And it'll pop back in. Now that holds that in. That's got to go up in there. And there. That snaps back in. So now, when your carburetor got gas coming in it, this will raise and you cut it off. Yep. I mentioned these two things. If this is still on the part of the engine, you need to put it back in here. Get it seated. Get as much dirt off with that as you can. This is just a retaining ring. That'll hold that O-ring in place, I reckon. I don't know how long it's been since that been off of there, but it was hard as Japanese math to get off of there. And it ain't on straight, so I may have to engineer it a little bit. There. Close. Close. Nope. Not close enough, though. See which socket it takes, not that one. That's not the way to tighten them up, but that's just what you get. Let's blow that out right there. Watch your face. Give it a little slick 'em. Double D4T. Get in there, buddy boy. There we go. All right. Got that. Fuel line there. Another one fixed.